Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? All right, just finished the basically the construction phase of my Mr. Stacky vertical pots. Took me a couple hours, probably about 4 hours. Cutting all the materials, spacing it, measuring it, test fitting. Anyway, so here they are. Basically, first before I get on the pots, this is what's going to go in there. I got some of the clay beads, clay. I don't know what you call it, clay media, which is kind of porous and I guess beneficial bacteria, microbes will get in there. I got a bunch of different things here. I'm going to try some of the squash and cucumbers and sweet peppers and whatnot, which I'll probably put towards the bottom of the pots. And then some of the other vertical type parsley, cilantro, some sweet peas, some dill. Those things are going to go towards the top. I have seeds too of like I have romaine there, the butter lettuce, which I have seeds that I'm going to actually try to do Caesar lettuce and then romaines. So basically what I'm going to do is, like I said, put everything that kind of like will droop over and come down more like these lower pots on each side. And then down here I'm actually going to relocate. I have some mint over there, which I guess grows like weeds. And then I have some rosemary, which I'll put down here as well. Anyway, so kind of what I did was I basically got some 3/4 inch conduit, which is painted so you can't see it, but it's these pieces here, and actually it goes all the way down into the ground about a foot, and I hammered them in. I hammered it into the ground. I actually got a 3/4 inch to reduced 1/2 conduit piece that I put on the threads, and so I used that to hammer so I didn't jack up the pipe when I hammered it into the ground. And so that goes all the way down to the ground about a foot underneath the surface level. And then I just got some cheap plastic pots here. I'm going to try it out. I don't like plastic usually. I do like the ceramic or clay type pots, but it's an experiment this first season, so we'll see what happens. Inside I got some peat rocks that I rinsed, and there's like 4 holes in the bottom of that pot, so hopefully it'll help with drainage. And then so this is basically, let's see, this was 1 inch, actually it might have been 1.5 inch PVC pipe. I'll find out for sure before we close this video up and let you guys know. But the one, I think it's 1 1/4. Sorry, 1 1/4 PVC pipe actually fits into the bottom of the Mr. Stacky, the base. And so this kind of like regulates your height. However you cut this determines how tall your stack is going to be ultimately. So as you can see inside there, there's my 3/4 inch conduit. I didn't paint that. I wiped it all down with some soap and water. So it should be clean and free of any, came kind of oily and yucky. Basically, you got the threads on here, which I just turned it's like a 3-way. Some of you might laugh when I said that, but a 3-way piece of PVC pipe here. So I just screwed this on, twisted it a couple times down, and then so it's pretty secure on this pipe. And then I got, 3/4 inch PVC here that ran over with the bracket, and I just screwed that down, so it's pretty sturdy, pretty solid. The whole fence actually moves. But this structure here really doesn't move at all. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty secure, pretty tight. So here's another example. I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of dark out here, but there's some threads right there. And I didn't even glue this stuff yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have to, but it's just PVC all the way on top here. Now what I did was my conduit was a 10-piece, a 3/4 inch conduit that I had them cut, and I don't know if you can see it in here. So I had the 10-piece cut to 6 feet, and then I kept the other 4 feet, which is basically 4 feet is all the way down here into the ground. And then I bought a 2-foot section of conduit that basically with the coupler here, I just secured it on there. They're threaded on each side. So I basically have a 4-foot piece and a 2-foot piece. So each piece, that's one solid piece, 6 feet. This is a 4-foot and a 2-foot. That's the one sticky point where I didn't want to spend another 20 bucks on a 10-foot piece to get it cut so it looked really nice and uniform. I had to figure out where my coupler was going to fit in between my pots. So I did that first. I fabbed it up and figured out how high I wanted it and which pot I wanted to be below and on top of that joiner. And then I measured everything down here on the bottom again. So this would rest on my 1 1/4 inch PVC pipe. and it's in there. It's pretty solid. So there's not a lot of weight in there. I got some of that clay rock in the base of each pot right now. I don't know how heavy it's going to be in the end, but the one thing that I'm hoping I can still do is pretty much I can spin these things if I get something that's not getting a lot of light, you know, or needs some more sunlight or needs less light. I can kind of spin it and put it to the back. So both of these, they spin pretty easy. The center of the Mr. Stickies is basically a 3/4 inch hole, and it allows for ease of turning right now. Like I said, when you get weight in there, it might be a different story, but as I load these things up and things grow, I'll do another video and update to see how everything's going. So basically what I'm going to do is I got my drip. It's like a 20 or 30 gallon per hour reduced pressure fitting on there. I got a new head that I'm going to put on with my drip line, and so my next video will basically be the routing of all the drip line and all the shrubs and eateries planted, so you can see what it looks like. And then maybe in a month or two I'll do another update to show you know, the growth, how fast it goes or slow, depending upon what happens, and basically anything lessons learned regarding my routing of my drip, and maybe like cycles and durations and whatnot, because it's a whole new thing for me. I don't know a lot about vertical gardens yet, so this is basically phase 1 experimentation. I do have a lot of, I don't know, experience. Maybe 2009 when I started planting things. My first was my Marion berries over there, and they've been growing pretty well every year, and they're starting to flower here in Southern California. Yeah, first day of April. And then before I shut this video off, I will tell you what the size of that big PVC pipe was, and confirmed that it is a, oh, where is it? Maybe I cut it off. Yeah, it is 1 1/4 though, I know that for sure. But I'll put all the, oh yeah, there it is. This was 1 1/4 by a 10-foot piece, if you can see that. So I'll put all the parts and things that I used in the description of the video so you guys can see it. And I don't know, good luck. If you got any questions on how to construct yours, by all means ask, and I'll try and help out. Here's my beautiful backyard garden, just waiting for the sun to stay out a little bit longer to give me a lot of fruit. Pomegranates are flowering pretty well. So we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Bye.